Доброго времени суток, дорогие зрители моего канала. Меня зовут Веритас, и мы продолжаем проходить Fallout New Vegas. Как оказалось, у нас осталось невыполнено еще целых 2 квеста. Я имею в виду конкретно квесты наших дружочков-пирожочков. Это квест Буна, который мы будем выполнять сейчас. И квест Лили. Я, правда, хз, как мы будем выполнять квест Буна, учитывая, что многие моменты, которые необходимы для его выполнения, мы как бы уже выполнили. Но я что-нибудь придумаю. Типа, может, если он трупик Цезаря увидит. Хотя, я, по-моему, его уже расспрашивал.
You got no right asking me that. Drop it. You don't know what you're asking. Just let it go for now. The Legion's the only thing I want on my mind right now. No. People die out there. Often enough that no one worries about blame. They're too anxious to forget it happened in the first place, I guess. Besides, I was on break when it happened. He was a good spotter. Yeah, we were. No. Sure. First NCR Recon. It's a sniper battalion. Sees a lot of action. They moved us around a lot. I was stationed at Camp Golf for a while. Last I heard, they're at Camp McCarran. They pick you out if you do well at the firing range. Pays a little better, so I said okay. Yeah, you could tell by the patch. Bear skull with crossed rifles behind it. Slogan underneath. The last thing you never see. Pretty accurate. And so are we. It was on the front line for a while. Only resort in New Vegas no one wanted to get sent to. Doesn't have that kind of importance anymore, though. They pulled most of the troops out of there after we took the Hoover Dam. If you want, it's not really my thing. What do you want to know? Carla's dead. That's all you need to know.
Ну что ж, пойдем навестим трупик Цезаря. Ты же не будешь по мирнику стрелять? Я уж, честно говоря, не помню все, что я сделал. Но, по-моему, в лагере я всех перебил. А, нет, не всех. Привет. Долго думаешь. Ну, типа, смотри, дед сдох. Тебе ты об этом что-то думаешь? Если я выйду отсюда? Видимо, нет. А если я перемещусь? Так, где там эта локация была? Вот. Я не помню, я освобождал здесь рабов или нет. О, ну смотрите, там кто-то бегает. Брум-брум, допустим. Vengeance. О, у него тоже цепная пила, братан. Ну, моя круче. Ты чё, охренел? Ой, я опять под радиацией. Последний альтер-1. Да, сидят. По крайней мере, да, вот.
We're near a Legion slave camp now. I've been here before. Let's get one thing straight. I see any crimson, I'm taking the shot. You don't like that, you're on your own. I don't think I'd hold it against you.
Да ё-моё. Ну ладно, заколок у меня до хрена. В смысле потерял карму? Я тут рабов освобождаю.
If there's any chance you can free us, it's worth the risk. My goodness, I swear my heart skipped a beat. You think we can make
В
it?
смысле? Я же разрядил. А, стоп. Я понял. Они прям совсем соединены.
Please, sir, take... My family was ambushed by a pack of Legion raiders near Searchlight, and Frank ran off, the gutless coward. I have no idea where he is, but at least we're free from his abuse. Thank you. Thank you so much.
We're being held here against our will. I beg you, help us. Sounds like I don't have much choice. Hey, you did it. Nice work.
Oh, it's just awful here. Can't you help us? If you say so. You know these collars have a bomb in them, don't you? You did it! Oh, thank you so much.
Так, еще кто-то есть? Тебя-то я освободил уже. Раз, два, три. И где-то еще кто-то есть. Ну-ка. А, это ключ. Ну, я вроде всех освободил.
When will we be free? Thank you. I don't think we'll ever be able to repay you, but we'll do our best one day, once I found a place to settle.
Теперь мне нужно в походный лагерь легиона. Он находится где-то тут недалеко. Вроде как к западу. Бун, кажется, его нашел. А, нет, это просто бродячие легионеры. Ну вот он, видимо, да? Угу. Я, короче, думаю, что вот сейчас я закончу Fallout New Vegas, и до тех пор, пока не выйдет третья балда или Starfield, я буду просто каждый день выпускать после Эндерала Fallout 4. Лотерейный билет. Мы возвращаемся в этот лагерь по той причине, что Буну, короче, требуется для выполнения, для активации квеста, чтобы мы перебили всех псинок тоже. Какая жалость.
Wish there was more of them. I wasn't done yet.
Я не помню, есть ли еще в этом здании кто-то. Проверить не помешает. Но Аврелия мы замочили, он там валяется. Там вроде еще челик был. Мы вроде как еще вон там вот Дани вынесли, наверное. Давайте проверим. Или его и раньше не было. Я его, по-моему, так и не нашел. Но опять же, давайте проверим.
We take this boat. It's probably the last one we ever take. I'm ready for that. Are you? That's what the scope's for.
Ну, Цезарь так-то уже кончился. Опа. А, да, он же торгует вроде с легионом. Вспомнил. Но его выпиливать вроде не надо. Ну ладно, здесь нас интересовал только Цезарь. Так, давайте еще один попробуем вариант. Так как шпиона мы замочили. Есть еще один момент, который можно сделать, чтобы активировать квест. Надо завалить сила. Ну, кстати, я никогда не замечал, что здесь есть рекламный постер Дина Домино.
Hello.
Прив как жизнь. Капец, зачем ты раздеваешься? Сил, ты чего? Составим отдельное сохранение, выходим. Ну, вроде как НКРовцы меня не сильно за это осуждают, так что пофиг. Но Бунт что-то разговаривать дальше не хочет.
What is it?
А, вот.
I don't see what this helps. She's dead. All right. I tracked her down. Southeast near the river. They were selling her. Saw it through my scope. Whole place swarming with legion, hundreds of them, bidding for things no man has a right to. I just had my rifle with me. Just me against all of them. So I took the shot. Yeah. What they do to women, that's worse than death. There was no choice in what I did. It was more like being forced to watch something you can't stop. All this was only ever gonna play out one way. It still is. I don't have any say. All I can do is wait for it to be done with me. It was gonna be something. If I'd never met Carla, it would have been something else. I should have never gotten close to her. I've got bad things coming to me. You better keep your distance too. Because fair is fair. Better that you don't.
Так, теперь мне нужно узнать про одну локацию. Где-то тут ходит один мужик, который может мне помочь. Вот и ты.
I'm Bitter Root, first recon. You got a reason to talk to me? You trying to start trouble? Or do you really not know where I got that name? It's a con name. You know, the great cons? That's what my parents were. I figured I grew up around the bastards. They owed me a name after all they put me through. They're dead. Got themselves killed at Bitter Springs. Served them right, if you ask me. It was a massacre. That's what a lot of NTR folk will tell you. Most of them feel plenty bad about what happened. But I was there. Saw it myself. I don't care what anybody says. The cons asked for Bitter Springs. They wouldn't leave the NCRB. My damn parents, too. They were just as bad as the rest. You're not fully grown till you've taken a beat down. Everybody gathers around and hits you till you're damn near dead. After that, if you haven't begged for mercy, you get to choose a new name. One you'll use for the rest of your life. When NCR slaughtered the cons of Bitter Springs, I hadn't got my beat down yet. I was still too young. The way I see it, Bitter Springs was my beat down. So afterward, I gave myself a name. It's all I got from the cons. It's all I ever want. Don't I? Mister, you never met my parents. My dad got himself fucked up every chance he got. Always started with folk for no reason. Hell, he was the one who taught me to shoot. You know how? By taking pot shots at NCR, and not just soldiers. Civilians, too. Even kids. Then he'd get high with his buddies and swap tales about the folk they killed. Bunch of animals. And my mom? A couple of times she tried to sell me to some waster just to score some jet. Even the other cons said she was useless. Only reason they kept her around was because she was a... how'd my dad say it? A smoking piece of ass. Guess I could tell a pretty good story if I had a mind. But the truth is, I don't know. Just got lucky. They brought me to Daughtry after the battle. He was just a captain back then. Guess he saw something in me. Knew I didn't belong with the cons. Maybe he felt bad, too. About how his men killed my folks. I told him he did me a service, but he didn't believe me. Still doesn't. He's a good man, Daughtry. Doesn't act like it sometimes, I know. But he didn't have to take me in. It's like I tell Major Daughtry. Best not to look under a rock if you don't really want to know what's there. Could be that NCR found some blood on me and none of it mine. Could be that a few of those cons didn't die from NCR bullets. I had scores of my own to settle. Deeper ones than NCR ever had. Don't bother asking who they were with. Yeah, that's probably best.
Так, дальше мне нужен Мэнни. Так что возвращаемся в Новок. Только, по-моему, он утром только выходит, да? Ну, давайте подождем его. А, вот ты где.
What's going on, man? You name it. Anything that comes within 1,000 yards that looks like trouble. Lately we've been getting ghouls, coming from the road to Repcon out to the west. Quite a few last couple days. The big threat is the Legion coming from the east. If they decide to attack with a full force, they'll run us over. So far we've been lucky. Boone's a sniper, same as me. Used to spot for him when we were enlisted with the NCR. After we got out, I talked him into settling down here. So, here we are. I'd introduce you, but we're not so friendly right now. Me and his wife, we didn't see eye to eye on some things. We had some pretty big arguments. One day, she turns up missing, and he hasn't said a word to me since. Man, you name it. See, I grew up in North Vegas. Me and my cousins, we were some bad seeds. Got in with a gang, I loved it. Then something happened, and I couldn't handle it anymore. So, I enlisted, earned my future, brought down my best friend to share that future with me. And here was this woman, who was too good for it, trying to take him away. So yeah, I didn't see eye to eye with the bitch. Oh, it was great. I wouldn't trade it. Something about that lifestyle, the discipline, seeing new places, making people safe. What's not to like? Well, I just felt like it was time, you know? Wanted to have a home. Plus, I was up at Camp Golf when Bitter Springs went down. I faked like I was sick to get out of going because I knew some of the people there. But when everybody came back, nobody would tell me what happened, and people would call us murderers sometimes when we showed up to secure towns. I still don't know exactly. Just that a lot of people died who didn't want to be a part of the fighting at all. I don't blame anybody for it. There's so much chaos when you're fighting. You're lucky not to shoot your own guys. But it did take something out of it for me. Just wasn't the same. So when it came time to re-enlist, I just took my papers and walked. Were they tough? I was in the cons, man. It doesn't get any badder.
О, еще один хан. А, оказывается, я уже могу спросить у Буна по поводу
What is
Bitter
it?
Springs.
I was in a lot of places with 1st Recon. I don't really remember. We won. Look, we've done some traveling together, but we're not exactly comrades in arms. I'm not ready to swap war stories. Maybe some other time.
Да ё-моё. Короче, нужно еще какой-нибудь хренью заняться. Можно пока в Bitter Springs, собственно, изгонять. Я только не помню, где он. Ага. А, точно, вспомнил.
I hear they're already assembling a team to investigate the president's assassination. Going to be one hell of a report.
Лол. Я думал, они типа совсем больные, они могут, кстати, пойти.
Hope the doc can
Oh.
give me some meds this week.
Здесь где-то должна быть одна женщина еще. Ну, вроде как не ты.
Those cons got the hint. We've shown everyone that these are our new territories.
Хороший рейнджер, мертвый рейнджер. Все еще не хочешь мне ничего
What is it?
рассказать?
She talked a lot.
А,
Suited me fine. I never know what to say. And listening to her, it could make you forget. She stuck out pretty much everywhere we went. Like she was from a different time. A better time. I never met anyone like her.
Hello.
может она на посту рейнджеров сидит. Как же сложно иногда просто взять и активировать квест. Так, а если в зону отдыха пройти? О, пчелы. Бун, там пчелы, беги. А, точно. Оружие надо взять какое-нибудь. Достану. Да стой ты на месте. Ну ладно, пофигу. Нет, тут, похоже, никого нету. Сейчас я попробую как-нибудь развести его на диалог. Так, походу, нужная меддама все-таки сидит вот где-то там. Только я почему-то совершенно забыла смотреть остальные палатки. Ну и где она? А, вот она.
I just can't believe it. The president's dead. It doesn't even feel real. It's a distress call. This camp is in bad shape, and if we don't get relief soon, I don't know what will happen. At this point, I'll take anything you can give me. We need more troops, fresh supplies, and medical relief. As if that wasn't enough, someone's been coming out of the mountains at night, stealing supplies and picking off my people. I don't know. The NCR's stretched thin as it is. I've put in requests at Camp Golf, Forlorn Hope, McCarran, but things are no better there. Maybe if their situations improved, they'd have men to spare. Or maybe they'd listen to someone with a reputation for helping the NCR. It started about 6 months ago. At first it was just supplies going missing. We figured it was refugees. Then people started dying. Always a single bullet to the head. Always from extreme range. We've lost 8 refugees and 3 soldiers to this son of a bitch. We know he must be hiding out in one of the caves up in the mountains. But I don't have enough men to send out looking for him. You'll want to talk to Lieutenant Markland about that. He's our medical officer. He should be down at the medical tent now. Food, blankets, clothes, tools. The Army used to ship out caches of supplies regularly. But with the Legion so active, we haven't gotten any in months.
Ну давайте поприключаемся с Буном. Может это поможет. У меня 3 патрона. Как думаете, хватит? А, стоп, мне не сюда. Мне типа на гору совсем надо залезть, да? Каким-то образом. Или достаточно будет, допустим, просто ночью сюда прийти. Ну как-то же этот кто-то туда залезает. Значит, теоретически я тоже смогу. Ага. А, это пещера. Я тебя вижу. Хватило.
Great Khan. Looks like. Guess he fought at Bitter Spring. We saw it happen. What is it?
Все, костец. Хавчик. Я так понял, это все, что у него тут было. В принципе, с этим можно возвращаться. О! Аккуратно. Хотя я бы это пережил. Народная винтовка. Оно стреляет вообще? Я не понял. А. А, да, на нее же указывает значок. Я опять забыл про него.
You're back. Any progress on saving our skins? Where did you get this? You know what? It doesn't even matter. It doesn't completely solve our problems, but it goes a long way. You did? Who was it? Any information you could give me would be a big help for my reports. Really? Well, this canyon used to be a great Khan stronghold. I suppose that explains why he was able to evade us so easily. About 3 years ago, NCR's first recon launched an attack on the Khan encampment here. There was a communication mix-up that resulted in some non-combatants being killed. I guess he was still bitter about it. It was a tragic mistake, but we've done all we can to make amends. We provided medical aid to the wounded, all the wounded, and permitted the Khans to resettle at Red Rock Canyon. I'm glad it's taken care of, but still, I wish it could have been resolved without violence. There's too much bad blood there already. At this point, I'll take anything you can...
What is it?
До сих пор ничего не хочешь рассказать.
Yeah? What is it? Hey, if you can help, I'll take whatever I can get. Doctor's bags would be a huge help, but what I really need are medical texts. I'm not trained to deal with major psychological trauma, and we've got a lot of kids in this camp. I'm an army field medic. I can treat bullet wounds, shrapnel, trench foot, no problem. But this, the kids and the psychological trauma and all the rest, is out of my league. Caravan companies are probably your best bet. Smaller traders aren't likely to have anything that esoteric. Thank you. Any help you can give would be a godsend. Thank you. This will keep us well stocked for a good long while.
Ну давайте, еще поэтому пробежимся. Потому что Бун просто не хочет разговаривать о том, что мне нужно. Проснись, Макриди.
I've been hearing some rumors from the embassy that Mr. House has gone quiet all of a sudden. You wouldn't know anything about that, would you? Who the hell are you coming in here asking me if I can spare any? I don't hand out NCR troopers to anybody who wanders out of the wasteland.
Ладно, допустим, но в Макаране там мне, может, помогут. Я же им помогал. Капец, ни один спутник у меня так долго не ломался, как Бун. Ну серьезно, ну камон, ну расскажи уже, что было в Биттер Спрингс. Я и так все знаю фактически, мне просто нужно затриггерить квест.
Yes, what is it? Well, you have been a great help here, and with the saboteur dealt with. Yes, I think we can spare a few men. Consider it done.
Зашибись.
Patrol in the Mojave almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter.
Back already? What do you need? You handled yourself well against the Legion, and that took some of the pressure off of us. I'll send a couple troops out there right now.
Блин, мне опять надо будет в ту пещеру лезть, да? Ну, этому придурку надо будет что-то еще помочь как-то. Ну, охренеть теперь.
Nice work dealing with Caesar. That'll make holding the Mojave a lot easier. I've been here since the first push into Vegas. Back in the day, this camp was the hotspot for conflicts with the Legion, Raider tribes, you name it. These days, I spend most of my time trying to beat a little discipline into the soldiers under my command. gotten soft with no action. Mostly drill the troops, try to keep the discipline up and combat readiness high. It's not the easiest job in the world. Soldiers without a mission get bored very easily. Still, with the Legion just across the river, we have to be ready. Disappointed. We call them the Misfits for a reason. They're undisciplined, lazy, and they have absolutely no esprit de corps. The squad leader's got some promise, kid named Mags. But as for the rest, I don't see much hope. I'm going to make them shape up if it kills me, though. Or them, for that matter. You're welcome to try. Hell, maybe they'll listen to somebody they don't see as an authority figure.
Я надеюсь, это не очень длительное задание. Hello.
I'm assuming you aren't associated with the Army or the Rangers. What can I do for you? That seems highly illogical. What reason would he have for doing that? This is an unexpected variable. I had hoped to coast on an easy wave of mediocrity to a cushy government pension. And how would you propose accomplishing such a goal? An intriguing proposition. Company readiness reports are logged on the computer systems at the resort. If you hack the system, you could alter our records. Such an attempt, however, is likely to thwart efforts to motivate the squad to do actual work. If such is your goal, you should look elsewhere. As you wish. I'm sure the optimal solution will become apparent to you in time.
Ну, давайте поспрашиваем.
Hattie. To me? I'll tell you what I think this squad needs. A little more basic human niceness. That's right. Folks just don't talk to other folks. And everybody's always cross with each other. That'd be swell. Only if they knew the idea came from me, they probably wouldn't take you serious no more. So maybe you ought to think about it first. And I sure hope you're more convincing than I am, or they ain't gonna listen.
Здорово.
Yo, I'll tell you what this squad needs. A healthy dose of angry juice. Psycho, the big red one. I used to run with the fiends. I still got the hookups. Smuggle some in and you'll see an improvement. Whatever.
Ясно, Нарик. Нарик сразу идет в жопу. Ты...
I hear Caesar's dead, and we've got you to thank for it. Nice work. He did, huh? Well, good luck with that. You'd have an easier time teaching rat roaches to march in formation. Well, if you ask me, what we really need is to get this whole squad out on the practice range. Shape up our marksmanship and explosive skill. I'm sure the others have their own ideas, though. Are you sure? I've got enough clout to get them started, but these guys are pretty lazy. I doubt they'll want to be pulled in different directions. Okay, I'll be here if you come to your senses.
Hattie.
А чё, ну давайте немножко о человеческой доброте поговорим.
You're gonna help? Okay.
Greetings once again. In a strictly official capacity, no. However, as I am by far the most intelligent and resourceful figure on this base, I feel it's safe to say the soldiers here look up to me.
Ну, вообще, чисто технически можно заметить, что каждый из этой компашки является представителем, скажем так, определенного архетипа. Мозг, сердце, лидер и сила.
You're trying to appeal to my ego. I must admit it's an effective tactic. All right, I'll help. But only because I want to see if it's even possible.
Yo. We don't talk too much, mostly. Poindexter's a smart-ass prick. While Hanrahan's a big pussy, ain't good for shit in a fight. And Mags? Well, Mags is cut out for something other than soldiering, you dig? Shit, maybe you're right. Guess I ought to give him a shot.
Hell of a battle at Nelson. I'm impressed our troops survived. Not much to tell, really. I grew up in New Reno, joined up, took my shot at being a ranger, didn't make it, so I'm stuck with this crew of jokers. Gee, I don't know. Maybe because I'm saddled with the worst damn unit in the NCR Army. Think that might have something to do with it? Yeah. I mean, no. They're okay people, but they don't care, you know? They don't have any ambition, no drive. They're slacking off, and that reflects badly on me. You really think so? Hell, I guess it's worth a shot.
Кажется, я случайно убедил их устроить дикую оргию. Какой кошмар.
Boy, the squad sure is working together a lot better now. I think we're gonna be A-okay.
Not like I even voted for him, but losing the president's a hell of a morale killer. After what you did getting my misfits whipped into shape, yeah, I could spare a couple boys for Bitter Springs. I'll issue the dispatch orders.
Доброта помогла. Сила доброты. Так, вроде... Да, в этой пещере что-то есть. Ну да, радиация и долбаный муравьи. Вы уверены, что данные припасы пойдут на пользу солдатам? Ой, ой. Накидали, накидали. О, привет. Ну, теперь можно и в лагерь вернуться. Замечательно мы, конечно, выполнили квест Буна. Охренительно. Можно подбирать целый список эпизодов, где я что-то планирую, а потом не делаю этого.
You've been a huge help here. Thanks to you, I think we can hold this camp together. We do have some spare Rad-X in the supply tent. That might work. Thank you. Thanks to your help, I think Bitter Springs has a real shot at surviving. I can't offer much of a reward, but know that the NCR is very grateful. That's very generous of you. I appreciate it.
Я такой положительный герой. А есть что-нибудь, что потихонечку будет вымывать из меня радиацию? А, вот. Замечательно. Блин. Что скажешь?
Give me a rifle and a clear line of sight, and I'll start picking them off before they've even seen me. Didn't have much hand-to-hand training, so our chances are better if you keep the enemy out of my face. I'm trained as a spotter, too. If you're looking through a scope, I could find your targets for you.
Ладушки, на этом, я думаю, мы будем на сегодня заканчивать. Я посмотрю, что можно с этим квестом сделать дальше. А если вы здесь впервые, вы можете подписаться на канал, поставить лайк, нажать на колокольчик. А меня зовут Веритас. Всем до новых встреч. Всем пока-пока-пока-пока-пока.